are concerned is you can't expect me to cook, you can't expect me to clean, your money is my money is also my money, and essentially treat me like a princess, and if you dare ask for anything in return, well, then you're a misogynist.
This is why men are saying, I'm over it. Subscribe, let's talk about it.
Women are putting a lot of harsh things out there on the internet. So tell me what you're seeing.
Women going online and saying things like, you don't need a man, never rely on a man. If you depend on a man as a protector and a provider, then you're going to end up single and alone, because when you turn 40, he's going to trade you in for a new 20-year-old chick. Women are going for those kind of guys and then saying all guys are like them, which just true. But then when you ask a woman, what do you look for in a partner? The first thing they will say, he needs to be financially stable. You ask these women, do you want a guy to pay on a first date? Well, for a woman who's so-called an independent boss bitch and can handle herself, they seem to expect the guy to pay. The expectations of men haven't changed from when I was 5 till now. Be chivalrous, be kind, pay for this, that, and the other. But yet the expectations of women, so far as women are concerned, is you can't expect me to cook, you can't expect me to clean, your money is my money is also my money, and essentially treat me like a princess, and if you dare ask for anything in return, well, then you're a misogynist. You're a terrible guy, you're a monster.
So this sums up a lot of men's dating experience and their experience in general with women. You have to remember that what we absolutely end up doing is we look and we learn from what other men are going through. We finally have this place where we can actually share our stories, and a lot of men are saying, well, we've got very similar stories going on here. Outside of that, just listening to what women are coming online and saying, when there is two different messages, that don't really correspond. Women are saying, on one hand, you need to do these things. On another hand, we don't need you. And then on that same other hand, I'm not going to do any of these things, but I have these expectations of you. In that confusion, what most people do, what most men do, they take a step back. They take a step back and say, until the messaging makes sense, until there's clarity here, it does not behoove me to engage with you seriously. Now, taking a step back means in terms of looking at you as a viable mate, someone that you can do a long-term relationship with, or even a wife, build a family. They simply say the risks here don't really make any sense. Not that I don't want to be with someone, not that I don't want a wife, not that I don't want a kid. It's just looking and saying, this is too difficult to navigate because the messaging makes absolutely no sense. And since we didn't have a generation before that admonished women for not making sense, we just kind of let time play these scenarios out. That's what we're seeing now. That's where my generation, millennials, that's where we are at now. Yes, there's been a lot more pushback. There's been a lot more pushback since the internet with the advent of social media. But a lot of this is going to have to play out the hard way. Sometimes what we're fond of saying for men, we only learn the hard way and the harder way. There's a lot of women are going to actually come across this themselves. And if you could remove the cope, if you could remove the BS that they come out and say, I'm happy about myself, you'll see the truth in some of these words, in some of these, the way they move. There are more talks of women being lonely and wanting to have a partner. We know that you have your friend group, but your friend group was never a substitute from having your own man. It was never the same. As much as sometimes you might want to treat your man and tell him he should do things that your girlfriends do, he's never the same thing. It's a different type of love. It fills two different types of tanks. When you're real about this and you look at your experiences, you can actually have a chance to learn from them. But most of the time when you see women learning from their own experience, it's after the optionality starts to dry up. When you're no longer getting the men in your comments, in your DMs, stopping you on the street, then you start to take that inward track and say, wait a second. But by then, right, because it's very easy to maintain a lot of your beauty. You're 60, right? Your 40s, your 50s. This is when this starts to taper off. But by then, there's not much you can do except cope, except say, well, I never wanted that anyway. That was never a thing that was important to me. I never needed a man. I'm better by myself. I get to travel. But you're not being real, just like the rest of social media is not being real. It's not showing the past due letters. It's not showing the red stamp envelopes. It's not showing when you are overdraft on your account. It's all showing you in Cancun, in Maldives, on a plane, in a private jet. It's showing you all of those, but it's not showing the reality. We just think we accept the best and brightest of women, and while they deny their other nature. This is the dichotomy. And when there's so much confusion, people tend to take a step back and say, okay, I'm good here. I'm good here. Before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an uploads. We're on that quest of 5,000 subscribers. So if you get some value from this channel, subscribe. We got hype the video, share the video. We got some merch in the store. So when the messaging, like we said, the messaging doesn't make sense. You have this expectation on one hand where men have to do more. They're simultaneously the problem and the solution for damn near everything in society. When you tell men that, well, it's because of the patriarchy, and then yet, well, you can't succeed, but you benefit from the patriarchy. The patriarchy does this. You want these same people, these same men, to come and defend you, come and champion your cause, come and change who they are for you, for your benefit, yet you continue to degrade them. And you're very, very coded with the language. We constantly say it's not all of us, but you constantly say all men. You constantly use the wide painting brush and say, yes, you guys are the problem. So much so that I'll choose the bear because the bear made the, I don't know. You become ridiculous. And then what do we say? You want us to protect you, yet you have nothing but thorns, nothing but security, nothing but protection around you. We're just going to leave you alone. You want us to engage with you, yet you keep running away because you want us to chase. Or you want us to sit there and break down all these other defenses and walls that you've had up that are not my responsibility, but you heap upon me because of my gender. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. The way you sometimes proclaim that you'd rather be alone. Okay, we understand that feeling. Men are also saying, okay, yeah, I'd rather be alone, at least have very shallow relationships with you. This is the solution. When men take that step back, they still understand the desire for women, but now for a long-term relationship, for a marriage, that stuff like that becomes to go out the window. And it helps because that's also part of your messaging. You say you'd rather be alone. Okay, you say you'd rather live in two separate houses. Okay, so we never have this awkward conversation about what are we doing? Are you moving in? Or am I moving in? Who's paying? No, you'd rather pay all your bills by yourself to keep your autonomy. Cool. I just want to be autonomous with you every Friday. After that, you get to live your life. You get to do whatever you want. This is the next frontier in which we are adapting to the discourse being put out there. If you say you don't need us, you say you'd rather exist in a world without us, okay, we can pare things down to just what we can get from each other physically in that moment, what we might need. Because simultaneously you're saying this, yet you're having babies. Simultaneously you're saying this, but you're constantly on here saying a man has to prove more. He has to give me more of his money. Even if you get with him, you're not giving him a story or a thing to look forward to. You're telling him, I'm here for your resources. Your money is my money. My money is still my money. You have to do for me to prove I'm this, and that. Meanwhile, you can't put together 3 sentences of why he should value you. You can't tell us what you bring to the table without a rejoinder, without a quip, even though the answer has always been right in front of your face. If you don't get this, then men aren't really going to be the solution to any of this. Most men are going to look and say, okay, I get it. I don't fit that mold. I'm not what you're looking for. So that's not going to take them out the market, but they start playing in a shallow pool. Just as long as I can have a little fun with you, we can do what we got to do, but no long-term relationships, no marriages. Well, why would that be a problem if you're telling us that's also what you don't want? So when the messaging is always unclear, most people just take a step back and say, once you guys figure this out, we'll give it a shot. But the ball's kind of in your court. It's always been in your court in terms of dating, in terms of marriage, in terms of relationship. That's where men get involved. But men aren't asking, men aren't approaching. We're not asking, well, how do we fix this? How do we solve this? Without just going to the men and saying, do more, I'm going to give you less. As long as that's the equation we're working with, who would want to sign up for that? Listen, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on the screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. Of course, if you listen to Sound My Voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. Just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.